Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sparkles Inspiration and Merry Christmas. I thought I would do this reading on Christmas Eve for tonight for tomorrow's Daily Pop of Positivity. And guess what came up first? The Moon card. Of course. We love this, the opportunity to improve our plans, right? Sometimes we give ourselves too little credit for what we can do, seek out, accomplish, and let into our spectrum of thought and let it grow, right? It starts as that small seed, and we just have to keep reminding ourselves we don't have to do everything in 1 hour, in 1 day, in 1 week. We can expand it. And then I feel like when natural motivation takes over and instinctively we want to do something, we'll do it well. We'll do a good job. We'll feel empowered, and we'll have, the opportunity to improve on our plan so we don't have to make any quick decisions. This is also listening to our intuition for any kind of accurate guidance, facing our fears and growing stronger, because fears are just things that we don't know what the turnout is going to be or how things are going to be received. So why spend all that useless time contemplating it when it oftentimes never even comes into fruition, right? You ever do that? Like you're going to a party, you're going to a job interview, and your brain just blows out all these worst case scenarios, and you bring in fear, and it can be crippling mentally when we do that. So we have to release it and just say, que sera, whatever will be, will be. Again, like, what do I want to fill this glass jar with? I want to have optimism. I want to have great inner dialogue. It's all doable. It's all going to work out great. Like, I remember when yesterday I was sitting down and I was like, I want to use the Christmas tree as the altar. And then I was like, well, how's that going to work? And I'm like, you balance a card on a tree. It's so simple, right? It's like I started to overcomplicate like our mind does. And instead of doing that, I just let my natural kind of energy take over and just start thinking about the read and not all the little particulars, right? And look at our second one. I love this. 2 of Gabriel. Now I got to remember how I balance this. Make bold and ambitious choices. This kind of goes with the first one, doesn't it? The opportunity to improve our plans. Let's add a little bit of like sparkle and advancement in whatever our ambitions are, right? And I always feel like writing them down gives them power as well. Putting pen to paper is saying to ourselves, this is important enough for me to write it down, and I really want to go after this. Great progress is possible now. This time, what's happening with the progression of the planets and the alignments and our just kind of leveling up spiritually and mentally right now is really, really phenomenal. And again, we're giving power back to ourselves and not thinking that what's happening in the world is happening to us, but we know it's simply happening around us. Do we want to participate in it? Will it help us? Will it bring us joy? Will it empower us? And if not, we step away and then we set our sights on things that help, move towards our ambitions. And great progress is really, really possible at this time. Greater understanding of self, and also important relationships with people who share your vision. A lot of people are coming into contact with their kinsmen and their original tribe, like that vibration. We're really getting who gets us and how to attach to that energy to lift us all, to connect us, to make us feel lighter, brighter, and more part of a whole, right? You just ever go to a place where you feel like that square peg with all these round holes. Like, I definitely feel that in the company of people that look a little too much alike, that dress extremely the same, have the same hair, the same handbags, the same everything, where people start to doppelgang, that sort of thing. Yeah, I like people that are different and have, a lot of self-expression, tattoos, fun hair, just like individuality. I love that. And I feel like you're going to be able to seek out people that are in your natural tribe, and they're going to come to you vibrationally as well. And I feel like I keep seeing the Feihu rune, which is about wealth, abundance, fertility, and success. So I feel like whatever choices that you're taking towards the steps you're taking towards that, the universe is meeting you halfway. So all you have to do is initiate something, and then boom, it's going to come into your presence and you're manifesting it. So, just start spreading those seeds, start really aligning with the energy you want. Small steps always work best. We don't need humongous leaps or to overwhelm ourselves. Like this crazy gingerbread man, I just saw this and remembered when I was making that. I remembered I wanted to make them with like a ton of little Swarovski crystals. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have the patience with glue. Please comment down below if you've tried to use crazy glue and little Swarovski or little crystals of any kind, and they get stuck and glued to your finger. It's like such a process. So I'm like, I have to use bigger stones. Start with small steps and things that are doable and that won't derail you because they're too tedious, right? All of those little things. Don't inundate yourself. Just make a bold choice and go, what's the first step I can do towards this? Like it can just start with a lot of people. I know their resolutions tend to be towards well-being, and it starts with health and what they ingest. So instead of saying I want to lose this amount of weight or be this certain weight, say, I want to have great digestion. I want my body to feel good. I want a good sense of well-being, which starts with high vibrational foods, right? Next grocery store, what do? You get fruits and yogurts and grains and things that help you. It's as simple as that. That's your starting post, right? Always, if you want to go for walks, just have your sneakers, shoes, or boots right by the front door, easy. So, in a good jacket, everything all ready to make it simpler for yourself, right? So you can move into things with ease, right? If you want to start writing or painting, have your paints, have your writing materials out so you're not digging through boxes looking for them. Then you just, you ease right into that and get that done. Because I see for a lot of you guys, you're just opening that new window to opportunity and just diving right in and saying, why wouldn't I try for things that bring me joy and that I've been thinking about, right? So now turning those things into your reality. And not allowing for disruptions or obstacles of silly things, right? Because this is a big time of change, cycles, completion, and reaping rewards. And once we get on that high frequency, then new things come in, new ideas, and we get really galvanized towards us. So really exciting energy. So those were our daily pops of positivity on this great Christmas day. I hope you guys are warm and cozy and just relaxing and taking it easy. Isn't it like a big sigh you get to let out, like Christmas morning, you're like, everything's done, and whatever got done, and that's enough. We have to give ourselves permission not to have to cover every last little, thing that we had in our mind, because we usually start with some kind of immense plan, right? And it can be exhausting. So it's like, now it's time to just celebrate, have good food, be with family, and relax. And thank you guys for all your well-wishing and your Merry Christmases and participating. And if you guys want to wear, I'm running a fun holiday special too, where you can ask me 3 questions for $25, and I get back to you within 24, 48 hours. I'm doing it right through with the full moon and the new year. I started it for like pre-Christmas so people could have their answers. I started it yesterday, but I'll be running that through the new year as well. And you guys can have it done on that date if you want in the new year or you want on the full moon, whatever you'd like. So love and light, you guys. All my links are down below. Merry Christmas.